Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, miss.
Okay. So I'm Adira, and I'll be handling environmental engineering for you from now onwards. So first, give me your attendance. Abhinav, Abhi,
Present,
Ab.
Miss.
Okay. Adarsh,
Present, Miss.
Abin,
Present, Miss.
Akshay,
Present, Miss.
Alina,
Present, miss.
Alfin,
Present, Miss.
Amal,
Present, Miss.
Amrita,
Present, miss.
Anaga,
Present, miss.
Anandu,
Present, Miss.
Aparna,
Present, miss.
Archana,
Present, miss.
Arjun,
Present, Miss.
Dia, Dilsha,
Present, miss.
Fatimatul Huda,
Present, Miss.
Gokul,
Present, Miss.
Jomet,
Present, Miss.
Kevin,
Present, Miss.
Kritik,
Present, Miss.
Lokesh,
Present, Miss.
Mayuga,
Present, miss.
Nasihat,
Present, miss.
Nida,
Present, miss.
Ruhmia, Sayuja,
Present, miss.
Shada, Shaira,
Present, miss.
Sona,
Present, miss.
Srirag,
Present, Miss.
Shruti,
Present, miss.
Swatima,
Present, miss.
Sweta,
Present, miss.
Thomas,
Present, Miss.
Arjun,
Present, Miss.
Vishnu,
Present, Miss.
Naja. So absentees are Ruhmia, Dia, Alfin.
Miss Alvin present.
Abhinav.
Miss Alvin present.
Okay. Okay. Abhinavo. Okay. So സ്ക്രീൻ എല്ലാവർക്കും കാണാൻ പറ്റുന്നല്ലേ? Okay. So the subject is environmental engineering 1. സിലബസ് നമുക്ക് പഠിക്കാനുള്ളത് വളരെ എന്താ പറയാ എളുപ്പമുള്ളൊരു സബ്ജക്റ്റാണ് എൻവയോൺമെന്റൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് 1 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത്. തിയറി പോലത്തെ സബ്ജക്റ്റ് ആണ്, പക്ഷെ ചെറിയ പോർഷൻസ് ഡിസൈനും ഉണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ, നോർമലി നമ്മൾ എൻവയോൺമെന്റൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് പഠിക്കുക എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ വാട്ടർ സപ്ലൈ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗും വേസ്റ്റ് വാട്ടർ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗും. വാട്ടർ സപ്ലൈ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗിൽ നമ്മൾ പഠിക്കുന്നത് നമ്മൾ വാട്ടർ ഒരു കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയുടെ അടുത്തേക്ക് വാട്ടർ എത്തിക്കുമ്പോൾ അതെന്തൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യണം. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പൊ അതെന്തൊക്കെ ചെയ്യണം എന്നുള്ളതാണ് നമ്മൾ വാട്ടർ സപ്ലൈ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗിൽ പഠിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ ട്രീറ്റ്മെന്റ് ഉണ്ട്, അപ്പൊ അതെങ്ങനെ അവരുടെ അടുത്തേക്ക് എത്തിക്കും, ത്രൂ വാട്ട് പൈപ്പ് ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂഷൻ സിസ്റ്റം ആണ്. അതിന് ടാങ്കിന്റെ ആവശ്യമുണ്ട്, അതിന് സർട്ടൻ അപ്പർട്ടൻസസ് ദേ നീഡ്. അപ്പം ഇതൊക്കെയാണ് നമ്മൾ വാട്ടർ സപ്ലൈ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗിൽ കാണുന്നത്. പിന്നെ ഉള്ളത് വേസ്റ്റ് വാട്ടർ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് ആണ്. ആഫ്റ്റർ ദ വാട്ടർ ഹാസ് ബീൻ യൂസ്ഡ് ബൈ എ കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റി ഇറ്റ് ബിക്കംസ് വേസ്റ്റ്. സോ അത് ഡിസ്ചാർജിങ് ഇൻ ടു ദ കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റി വി ഹാവ് ടു ട്രീറ്റ് ദാറ്റ്. ബിഫോർ ഡിസ്ചാർജിങ് ഇൻ ദ കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റി വി ഹാവ് ടു ട്രീറ്റ് ദാറ്റ്. സോ ദാറ്റ് കൈൻഡ് ഓഫ് തിങ് ഇസ് ട്രീറ്റഡ് ഇൻ വേസ്റ്റ് വാട്ടർ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ്. സോ ഇൻ ദിസ് എൻവയോൺമെന്റൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് 1 we will be handling വാട്ടർ സപ്ലൈ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ്. ഓക്കെ, വാട്ടർ സപ്ലൈ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് ആണ് നമ്മൾ എൻവയോൺമെന്റൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് 1 സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ മെയിൻ ആയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് പഠിക്കാനുള്ളത് വാട്ടർ സോഴ്സസ്. വാട്ട് ആർ ദി വാട്ടർ സോഴ്സസ് ഓഫ് ദ തിങ്. അതായത് നമുക്കിപ്പം എന്താ പറയാ, റിവേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ട്, സർഫസ് സോഴ്സസ് ഉണ്ട്, ആസ് വെൽ ആസ് വി ആർ ഹാവിംഗ് സബ് സർഫസ് സോഴ്സസ്. ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് എ ബ്രോഡ് ക്ലാസിഫിക്കേഷൻ ഓഫ് വാട്ടർ സോഴ്സസ്. പിന്നെ we will come across demand. So how the community can demand a water, that is if you are setting up a water supply plant, this community need this much of water. So how we will supply water to them? So we need a calculation. So we need a calculation for how much water is required for drinking, bathing, washing, everything. So as well as for gardening purpose. So everything we need to have a calculation. Based upon that, we will be supplying water to a community. Okay. Then like if we are setting up a water supply plant current date, so we'll be planning it for a future date, like it will have a life of around 20 to 30 years. Okay, it will be having a life of around 20 to 30 years. So what is going to happen in that 20 to 30 years? The population is going to increase. So we have to estimate the population at a period of after 30 years. So then we have to design these things for that population. Okay, then we'll be we have arrived at the water quantity, how much water we have to calculate. So after that we have to think of the water treatment system. So what all treatment we need to give? Physical methods, chemical methods, so other methods are there. So some methods we have to design. Okay, some design elements are also coming in this one. Then so the treatment, some design units are there. After the treatment, the water is to be distributed to the consumer or the people or the community. So for that we have a distribution network. So what are the methods of distribution, how it is being distributed? So this is the overall view of our subject, environmental engineering 1. And the textbooks you can refer to are Punmaya, Water Supply Engineering by Punmaya, and Water Supply Engineering by Garg. So very simple explanations. So I'll refer to these two textbooks. You can refer to that one. So other reference textbooks are also there. All these textbooks are available in the library. So next is about the modules. Okay, so we know that it is divided into 6 modules. So as I have discussed the important things. So first one is module 1. Okay, module 1 that is about the introduction. So what are the sources of water supply? We'll little detail into that about the surface sources and subsurface sources. Then water demand. So how you are arriving at a water demand of a community, like bathing, washing, cooking. Then if in case of a fire accident comes, we have to meet that fire accident. So for that, what amount of water we have to keep aside. So all this will come under water demand. And also this water demand, it will be varying with the time. Like morning water demand, we will not will be equal to the water demand in the afternoon. So with daily variation is there, seasonal variation is there in the water demand. So we have to go through all that. Then is our population forecasting. Population forecasting also will depend upon the type of community for which we are giving the treatment plan. So if it is a fastly growing community, we have to use an appropriate method for their population estimation. Okay, so like that we are having different population forecasting methods, and we can you have to expect numericals from population forecasting methods, and also small numericals from water demand part. So that was seen in the previous year question papers. So we will be solving that kind of problems which is seen in the previous year question papers. So you need to expect that type of problems, and in population forecasting, small derivations and all there. So it's quite simple. Okay, you can go through it at a very easily. You can understand that. Then the factors affecting the demand. So that is about the first module. In the second module, you will have to go through what are the types of intakes. Intakes means they are some structures which helps in the take the water to the treatment system. Okay, so that we will see in detail. Then conveyors, then pumps and locations of pumping stations. So while deciding a water supply system, we need to keep pump. We need to take water from a well to a treatment location which is at a higher elevation. So we need to know that. Then next is the uh, drinking water standard. So in order to supply water to a community, we need to maintain certain drinking water standards. So which will be established by Indian Standard Code. So we will have a drinking water standards, like we know that pH we should have this much value. Then we will be studying about different parameters like BOD, COD, then hardness, turbidity and all. All these parameters should specify a certain value. Okay. Next is the third module. So here comes the, after the water has been taken from the source, we need to treat that. Okay, before supplying it to the community, we need to treat that. So third module is about the simpler primary treatment methods. So mainly it is about sedimentation tanks. So this all will be new to you, but the topics are very simple. And also here we have some little bit of design. Okay, design of sedimentation tanks and clarificulators. So that because since it's a design, you know that you can assume certain values, which is within the limit they will be giving values, and you can do your own design. Okay, so small problems are coming for the university exams. Next is the fourth module about filtration. So filtration also, main two types of filters are there. So it also have the design. So working and design of both rapid and slow sand filters. So filtration is again another type of treatment. And the final one is the disinfection of fifth module is the disinfection. Okay, disinfection means now you might, if someone is having water supply system at your home, like if you are getting the water from municipality or water authority, you can feel that the water is treated with chlorination. Okay, after chlorination you will be getting the water. So in India as a whole, the disinfection method followed is chlorination. And we'll be seeing that. We'll see in details chlorination and all other methods of disinfection. Disinfection basically means killing the bacteria or the microbes which are harmful to humans. And finally, after the treatment, disinfection follows the last point of treatment. And after the treatment, we will be going to supply the water to the community. So we need pipe network. So how is the pipe network designed? What are the different types of pipe networks available? All these things we'll be looking to the modules. So I think overall this is a simple subject. It is not much difficult like any design subjects and all. So you can easily go through this. And for the numericals, I'll be solving all numericals in the classrooms. As far as now, today as an introduction, I'm not moving on to the first module. So I'll be starting from first module in the next class. So if you have any doubts, anything you can ask. Otherwise, you can leave. Thank you all.
Miss Ruhaima present ആണ്.
Okay.